We are live for Flock University at Apex Entertainment inside the Crossgates Mall, and we have probably got the biggest showing of Jim. When I want your opinion, I'll slap it out of you. All right. When we got the largest appearance of Flock that we've ever had at one of these things. I'm telling you right now, this place is packed. What's up, Flock? How you doing? There he is. Zeke Rose in the house. Zeke Flex, his sleeve popped right off. Look at that. Look at that gun show right there. Sean is here. Sean Brown, my guy. What's up? Number 50 in the house.
Sean Brown, baby.
I see Wortham. I see Smith. I feel like it's like romper room. I just keep telling everybody I see him walking around. But most importantly, the Flock is here. And we are ready for Flock University. Sitting next to me is not the general manager and head coach of your undefeated Albany Firebirds. He is stuck in traffic. Damon will be here any minute. Sitting next to me is the director of game day operations. He is Nick Bernard, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Love the Flock.
Nick is the guy who has always, Nick, point that speaker away from you a little bit because your headphones are picking it up just a touch. There you go.
How's that, Levack? Is that good?
We'll find out.
All right.
All right. It is Nick's the guy who makes sure that you guys enjoy the game aside from the actual game. Keeps you guys involved, keeps you excited, keeps everything moving for you on the field. And he has always said, why can't I be on Flock University? So here you are.
I appreciate it. Thanks. Surprise appearance today.
I know the mic hates you. I can tell right now.
The mic does hate me, so that's all right.
But
Damon should be here shortly, so.
You're used to wearing the headset, though. You're the guy who yells at everybody in the headset during the game to make sure they have what they need. Are you so everybody is fired up about the championship game, the Arena Crown, which will be happening at the MVP Arena, 1:00 on Saturday. Are you ready? We all know about the players, the guys. We know they're about ready. Are you ready to make sure that the ketchup and the mustard run and that everything goes the way it's supposed to go?
Yes, the ketchup and the cheeseburger will be there. I'm ready, but is the Flock ready is my question. I don't think that was loud enough, Levack. I said, is the Flock ready? There we go. So Flock's ready. I'm ready. We're ready to put on a show, and we need you guys there. 1:00, MVP Arena. Be there. We're gonna put on a terrific show for you guys.
This is see what's happening is your microphone is getting picked up by this speaker, and he's got to do that, and then everything should be all right. There you go.
Technical.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll learn. You don't have the same tone as Damon Ware. That's what it is. There was, I guess, there was some kind of car accident, whatever. But so for people who don't know who Nick is and what Nick does, like we said, we make sure things run during the game. How many times are you the guy that I have to yell at the booth to get the instant replay up on the screen faster?
A lot. No, I'm the one to talk to the production room, making sure all our sponsors are happy, getting them up, and then when Damon's not putting on his show on the field, my job is to put the races in the field, the t-shirt tosses, everything like that to keep you guys entertained. And I love doing it. And
you do a great job, Fred. You do a great job. So for anybody who doesn't know, so Nick came to me almost 3 years ago now, over 2 years ago.
2.5 years
and he's
ago.
like, I want to be game day ops. I want to be the guy who runs everything. And I went, I don't know you. Get out of my office.
That is true. That is not a lie.
That happened, I think, 3 times.
4 times.
And then finally I went, you know what? Draw me a script. Write up a script. Let me see what you got. Let me see how you're going to run a game day. You did just that. And then here we are, 2 years of you doing it. You're doing a great job. And we really appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Happy to be here and super thankful for you, Mike Gorda and Andy and Richie giving me a shot. So appreciate that.
I'm also like, I don't know if anybody can notice how nervous Nick. So Nick is screaming at people all game day. All game day. Can you see how red his face is right now? He is so nervous.
My face is always red, but it's all right. I talked to 8 people in the headset, so
yeah. But you just I think it's funny that you're the guy who runs the show, and then we get to the show, and you're a little nervous.
No, yeah, I'm here. I got to run people like Sam. Does a great job.
Sam's right there.
Sam is right there.
I don't know why your mic keeps picking up these speakers, but it is happening. We're live at Apex Entertainment again. Coach and everybody stuck in traffic. Let's take everybody through what the rest of the week is going to look like as far as Arena Crown and how we're getting ready for it. The original what? Jim Malone, the original Mr. Defense, and his grandson is now Jim's mad because I was joking with him earlier. His grandson is now defense son kid. They're the ones who beat the drum. Jim is the first one to do it. He's been a part of this forever. He was the original man behind the Booster Club for the Firebirds in their original run. He is one of the true fans, one of the best guys. He's been here the entire time. I've known him. So we've both had we've announced a bunch of different stuff together, like a lot of Special Olympics events and things like that, like we've done together. And if I don't pick on Jim, then something's wrong. And it's now moved to his grandkid. Like now his grandkid, because his grandkid busts my butt, and then I instantly have to bust his butt right back. Like I can't help myself. I have to. It's something about the Malone Levack relationship. It's just there. But no, it's good to see. It just shows you that if you build a quality product, the people will come back. The generations will be a part of it. And Nick, the job you do, Corda, Gelcher, all those guys, they built a product that's worth coming to. Family, you're right, man. Community, family. That's what it is all about.
Speaking about family, Denise and Steve, just want to mention them real quick. Want to shout out
I gotta push that speaker forward. Go ahead.
I want to shout out the Flock Sport. I'm walking in here, Levack, and one of the Flock Sport members has a big cart filled. We ran out of space. We had to carry more bags in. So they do a great job. And just walking in, we had 10 people out there carrying bags in for the players.
10 people carrying bags. The players. Trayvon Shorts is in the house. Here you go. Yeah, too pretty to not be on camera. Get in there.
A little more.
Smells like took some pain medication earlier. All right, Lenny Meyer just said there was a big accident. Everybody's talking about accidents. They know it's there. We got the high 90s going on. But here, let's go through the week. Here's what we're going to be doing this week, just so everybody knows. It's not just the game. There's a lot more to it. Starting tomorrow, we'll start doing some stuff where the owners will start meeting. So once those owners start meeting, it'll be a chance for us to see how the future of the league is going to go. They make those meetings the week of this because everybody's in town.
Yep.
Friday will be the big day because that'll be media day. It'll be a chance for everybody to see the teams take pictures with the trophy. It'll be a chance to So have you actually seen the trophy yet?
I have from a picture.
From a picture.
Not in person.
It's hidden in my office. I have it hidden. I do have it hidden.
Ben goes to me. He goes, "Did you see the trophy yet?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He whips it around. Ben's super excited for it. We're ready to hopefully get it in Saturday.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's. But you'll see. Yeah, hopefully we own it on Saturday.
Absolutely.
But you'll see that thing a lot on Friday as part of everything. Mm-hmm. Also, the awards dinner will be Friday. I know a lot of people have been asking about the awards, the players awards, the office awards. I know everybody's really concerned about the players awards. We have a chance to do some real damage in the hardware awards. When it comes to the MVP, Jalen Morton has got a chance. He's in a great player for Southwest Kansas, but it's Sam Castronova and Dwayne Brown both have a chance to get it as well.
Yeah, two key players. Oh, you're cutting out.
So I just figured out it was my mic picking up your mic. So if I mute me while you're talking, everything's fine.
All right. Glad to know. Good to know.
I'll figure it out sooner or later. All right. So that all being said, of course, we're hoping that happens. Dwayne Brown has a chance to win the Offensive Player of the Year. We have the Head Coach of the Year candidate, Damon Ware, who's stuck in traffic. Assistant Coach of the Year candidate, Brandon Cisse. He's not here yet either. And they need to get here because the guys get a chance to bowl tonight at Apex.
Right. Yeah. Who do you think's going to win?
If I'm going to mute myself when you talk, you got to talk more.
All right. I'm still getting new to this radio stuff, I'm not on 95.9. You could be. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. All right. So the guys we bowling tonight, Coach will be here. I see. Wait a minute. Is that Harold Love? Is Harold Love here? It looks like Harold Love.
He just walked away.
Don't have my glasses on, but it definitely does look like Harold Love.
Yeah, Harold Love not suspended from Apex, just so we're clear. And he is back on the field where he belongs. I don't think people realize this. Like, Harold Love is one of the most dynamic players in the game of arena football. But he also he kept that same energy supporting the guys. So when I hugged him on the field, I think I was as wet as Coach was for the Gatorade bath. I think it was between the two of us, it was right there. It was something special, but good to see Harold here where he belongs. So the big guy's the first ones into Apex. I think it's always a key.
Oh, it's definitely a key. Sure.
You're so nervous.
I'm not nervous.
You're a little nervous.
I'm focused on Saturday.
You're focused on Saturday. What can we expect from you on Saturday? What events are going to be happening on the field besides the game?
Great show. Do I keep it a surprise?
No, you tell them what you want to tell them.
All right. Well, exactly. That's the point. They
didn't
show
hear
up
him.
and
You have to say.
he said, if you guys show up, you guys will find out the show. But more importantly, come out for the game, and then my touch is the surprise. So we'll keep the games and stuff to a surprise. And if you guys want to see, come on out because I got a good show boiling. But other than that, hopefully I can keep you guys entertained while Damon's in the timeout or injury timeouts. But
there's no injury timeouts. There's none allowed in the game. We're not going to do that. No.
Hopefully no injury time. We do not want injury timeouts. We want media timeouts. Fun fact, there's 19 media timeouts. So my job is to make sure that all those are entertained for you guys and make sure you guys are having fun.
19 media timeouts, 19 chances for you guys to win things like T-shirts, big prizes, and everything else under the sun going to be happening during the game. I see flock support in the house. Have they ever adopted you, Nick?
They have not. They have not been adopted. So, I'm getting a heart from Denise.
Denise, mother flocker. So next time somebody says they want to adopt me, they got to adopt Nick instead. I'm going to push it downward. Actually, this gentleman already adopted me and realized that's my sister now. So they can adopt you and get you like dude wipes and C4s, but I have to go home with them. So
love the C4, so would not complain. Complain one bit.
You are a caffeine junkie. Old Dusty
I am
Trail.
A caffeine junkie. I am. I get it from you, Levack.
I definitely kicked it up a notch, but
for sure.
Old Dusty Trail wants to know if we're gonna be doing any car giveaways. We tried that in the first game. We tried to give away a brand new Corvette, thanks to our friends at Mohawk Chevrolet. And instead of kicking a field goal, the gentleman almost took the head off one of the Flames. So we decided not to ever play Maim the Flame again. So it's going to be a while before we give away another car.
It's going to be a no for now, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, I mean, you were a little nervous about that one too. You get a little nervous.
No, that one definitely had a lot of logistics to go into it. But once they made that kick and the car was coming off, I felt a lot better.
All right,
without anyone getting hit.
I think Nick would have rather they hit. I think it was autumn or September. It was one of the months. It was one of the seasons.
No, it was Adrian.
Was it Adrian?
It was Adrian, yeah.
Adrian's sister is September.
That's Jillian.
All right. So they're all beautiful, and they're wonderful. They're very talented. But one of them almost lost their head. Would you have rather they got hit than we give away the car?
I'd rather them not get hit and we give away the car.
All right.
Yeah, and someone has a nice Corvette driving down the road. By Mohawk Chevy, So rather have someone not get injured on the field. But
the clock tower has adopted you.
Thank you.
I feel like it's the flock draft, and in the first round, the Clock Tower Hotel at Century House has adopted Nick Bernard. Nick Bernard, everybody.
Thank you.
Nick Bernard going to the Clock Tower. Ryan Ray says hello, Levack. Hi, how are you? Frank wants to give away Corda's truck. No, no, we will not. Corda's truck, I call that the Compensator 2500. I drive the Compensator 1500. So we cannot give away his truck. I'll never hear the end of it if we do that.
What if we give away your truck back?
We cannot give away my truck either because I love that truck. It's the only thing in this world I actually love besides maybe my daughter. And I like the truck more than my daughter. Most days gives me less headaches. It's a true thing. I want to try something with your headset real quick. Give me that. I'm still trying to figure out exactly why it's not working the way I want it to. So I apologize to everybody for the technical difficulties, but it's, Jim knows audio. It's a pain in the ass. What are you going to do? All right, try it now. There we go.
Is that better?
I think it is.
Maybe. Is that a little bit better, guys? Yeah.
Nope, it's worse. Okay.
Nope, that's worse. Oh, Lisa's over there covering your ears. Sorry about that, Lisa. That's really bad.
That's awesome, actually. It's picking up in my mic. All right, we can turn it back. We can put it back where it was. Hold on. Let me do that. I don't know why your voice is so different than Damon's. Like, Damon's just got that like deliberate slow tone. You're in his seat. The professor versus the director. It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. All right, let's see. How you doing? You good?
Am I better?
It's a little bit better, but for whatever reason, it could be that headset. It might be time. Might be time for a new headset. I really don't know if we're going to get coached today, to be perfectly honest with you. From the sound of things, that accident is a bit of an issue. So we're just going to interact with the crowd the best we can. Oh, wait, I got a text. I got an update. He'll be here in 3 minutes.
3 minutes? Do you want to get a player on for 3 minutes while we wait? Or
you want to see? Do any of the guys?
Sean Brown, you want to get up here?
Sean Brown, you want to jump on mic real quick? He's not shy. He's not shy.
All right.
He's not shy. He'll get right in. Oh, hold on. There you go.
I will see you guys Saturday. I appreciate you guys letting me filling in, and I'll see you guys then.
There he goes. Nick Menard, everybody, Director of Game Day Operations. He does everything he can to make sure that you guys have a great time at the game. It's always good to see him. We appreciate him. And speaking of always good to see and being appreciated, the big fella, Sean Brown, everybody. Sean, how the hell are you? Welcome home.
Man, I'm just excited. I'm ready for Saturday. I mean, honestly, I just can't wait to put on the show for the guys and finally finish what we started last year for sure, and get this win and bring a championship back to Albany for sure.
Absolutely. We're just tell us how we got you back, because I know that you play at a high level everywhere you go. That's who you are. That's what you do. I know you stayed in touch with Damon all the time. Did you always kind of know there was a chance you'd be back here with us this season?
Definitely. I mean, we were definitely talking, but at the same time, it's all about timing and you know, if he needed me to come back and he felt like it was time for me to come back, that definitely helped with that push, and I'm really appreciate him bringing me back with that. So
we always knew we needed you back. I don't know why anybody else didn't think it. All right, so have you had a chance? Obviously, I know you're a film guy just like Damon Ware is.
Yeah.
When you look at this defense of Nashville, it's a solid defense. What do you see?
I mean, I seen you know, we're pretty hungry, but I think, you know, with the game plan that we got coming, you know, going on, I think we could definitely dominate them at the point of attack. And, you know, just like I said, I'm gonna keep watching film and all the way up into the game, right before the game time. But at the end of the day, I think we have the best O-line and D-line in the country when it comes to this. So, you know, good luck to them, and, you know, we'll see after the Saturday who's the winner.
If you could call the first play, is it a run or is it a pass?
I hope it's a run. I hope it's a run.
I knew the answer before I asked.
I hope it's a run for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, Coach Ware is the guru with this, so whatever he calls, we got to execute it. So hey, at the end of the day, we got to do what he needs to do. So,
any chance we see you in the end zone, little big man touchdown?
I don't know. Whatever he calls, we got to execute it. So let me know. Matter if the young guys get it, they get it. If I don't, I don't. It's cool. As long as we get the W at the end of the day, I'm cool with it for sure.
Is that one of your favorite plays when you watch one of the big men, the fraternity of big men get in the end zone?
I mean, yeah, until I see B-Man get it his knees taken out last game, I said, oh, man, this is crazy. This is definitely crazy. But I said, yeah, for sure. It's exciting to get rewarded with a touchdown after we block and sacrifice our body every play. So it's cool.
And you guys do a great job. I mean, the whole team works together. Is this, when you see this group, I mean, you were part of, last year I said this, and this year I said it again. This might be the greatest group of men I've seen. Last year you guys were special. This year you guys were special. Is this the greatest group of men you've been a part of?
Oh, definitely. We're super deep at every position. We actually execute very well, and it's a bunch of leaders on the team. So, and I really commend how they played this whole season.
Yeah, these cheers are happening because while you are filling in, here comes the man who usually sits in that seat. Sean, I appreciate you. Thank you for everything. I hope you have an absolute great game on Saturday. You deserve all the success. Sean Brown, everybody. And now, stepping up to the microphone, he is the general manager, the head coach, the professor of your undefeated Albany Firebirds, Damon Ware.
What an adventure. Jesus.
We've been having mic issues since you haven't been here, so I've been muting my mic, just so you know. So if you see me mute, it's something about when you sit there, everything kind of works out. It's all better.
Well, let's make it work.
All right. So you stuck in traffic? You all good? Everything okay?
No, there was a fatal accident. A 18-wheeler rolled over, and I think somebody will be resting in peace. But yeah, I moved. Literally, I left at 4:45. I moved in 1 mile in probably an hour and 20 minutes.
Oof.
It was, and then finally, once I broke through everything, I was smooth sailing. So it was a pretty rough ride.
Well,
I'm
you're here now. Everybody's excited to see you. The flock is out here in force. It is
I love it.
It's a big flocking group for us today at Flock University at Apex Entertainment. Coach, talk to us about Salina. I mean, that was a hell of a game. It's the claps already. I love it. I was somebody I literally predicted on the radio, on the show, wherever. I was like, you know what? I think Salina's well coached. They got a good team. It'll be closer the first half, but then when it comes to adjustments, nobody makes adjustments like Damon Ware, like Brandon Cisse, Arthur Hobbs, and then we'll win in the second half. That's what happened, and somehow I was still nervous.
I mean, that game was a little personal, I guess. There was a lot of chatter on how hot of a team they were, and I don't know why you'd be hotter than an undefeated team, but, you know, like I said, sometimes there's times in the season. Oh, man, thank you, Mike. There's sometimes parts of the season where people, you know, just want to get an opinion about things. And it was just, it kind of rubbed us all the wrong way where people were really thinking Salina could beat us. And I just knew that wasn't going to happen. So we put in a great game plan. I knew we went in the game focused, and we were going to give them 4 quarters of hell. And we were able to give that to them and put up a good amount of points and keep them to a respective amount of points. And but it was a statement game, obviously, for us. We wanted to be undefeated. We wanted to go into the championship game, and I think that we've just knocked down our goals one by one throughout the season. Just fantastic effort from our guys, from our coaches. Obviously, the flock in full force and screaming. It was loud, and it was great moments. But we wanted to be in the championship game. We wanted that championship game to be here in the Capital Region. We're here now, and I'm just super excited that this finally we get this moment back that I've dreaded from last year, and we're finally here on Saturday.
So I will point out that we are in a mall right now.
I'm sure people will love eating that up. Keep hearing that. That joke is so played out. It's none of us like
a coach's show.
All right, none of us liked the mall. It was the goals of the mall were met, though. It was about views. It wasn't about attendance. It was about views. And if you look back at all the major markets that put that game live online, it did really, really well. So from that standpoint, that game was done the way they intended it to be. But this year, we don't have to worry about that. Forget all about last year. We're here right now, and we're at home. We're in MVP Arena where we love. Our fans are here. You guys will be able to embrace this moment just like we will. We'll scream, yell, have a great time, put on a great game, and hopefully we can hoist the trophy up at the end and celebrate that with our fans.
So just so you guys know, anybody who's been calling and like, hey, we haven't been getting through, whatever, I can tell you for a fact that Joe Nair and Anthony Bisner and our guy Chris, they're ready for you at this point. So starting all day tomorrow, call in and they'll get to you. And I'll tell you what, if you leave a voicemail, I get an email that you left the voicemail. And I take great personal joy in going to those guys and go, why am I getting a damn voicemail? Go sell some damn tickets. So please, if you call in and you don't get through, leave the voicemail and just know that I will then walk over to their door and go, why hasn't Ray got his tickets yet? And they'll call you right back. Here we go. I was just saying your name because I knew you wanted to hear it. I didn't want you to talk back. So let's pack that place, man. Let's absolutely pack the MVP Arena for everybody who is like, hey, I don't want to be in a mall again. This game coming up, and I know like it's personal for different reasons. Nashville is a team that believes in themselves, maybe a little too much. One of their owners just said that they were the industry standard. My favorite thing is when somebody gives themselves a nickname that everybody else gave to someone else already, because Every other team calls this man and what we do here in Albany the standard, yet some goofball in Nashville said they're the standard.
I just don't get those things. You don't give yourself a nickname, you let somebody else give it to you. So now I'm happy they're in the championship game, and they did a great job. Like I said, I have a high level of respect for Coach Arbet. I think he's a phenomenal coach and a phenomenal human. So in that regard, it's very good. But you want to add a little fuel to the fire, Mr. Bobby D, by saying you're the standard, which is something they've called us, and exalting yourself like that, it might turn into a little something on the bulletin board. But, those things really don't matter. At the end of the day, we're undefeated. We're playing here at home with our crowd, and we can't wait to host you this weekend.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Can't wait to show them what we consider the standard. So you brought up Coach Arbet, and as soon as this thing went final and we knew that the team coming to town was the Nashville Cats, I texted you and I was like, look, old school, new school, Hall of Famer, legend, like professor, and this is if I were writing the script for year one of the AF1, this is the final act I want. It's you versus him. It's the two best coaches I think I've seen.
No, I love it. I think it does turn out very well. He's done some great things in this game. So that's that. Nothing that needs to be said about that. He's been a tremendous coach at this level. For me, it was I love that we continue to get really good coaches in this league. That says a lot about our league in general. Last year, facing his pupil, and Coach Walker. This year facing the sensei. All of those things are awesome. The storyline writes itself. I couldn't be more happy to have him be the coach that I face. There's a tremendous amount of respect there, and there's been for many years. And so I got nothing bad to say. Sometimes you're hyped up, you feel some kind of way about the other coaches or what they say or don't say or what they do. I don't have anything bad to say about Coach Arbet. I think he's a phenomenal human. But you're coming to the Capital Region, and like I said, I just do not want the feeling I had all offseason. And we put in a really good game plan. Had a couple of phenomenal days of practice. Today's practice was just phenomenal. I just think that the guys are focused. They're ready to go. And we have a lot to prove. A lot of new faces that didn't get to feel some of the agony of last year and what we went through. But at the end of the day, there's not one pro football team that doesn't want to be in this moment where we're at. And that's being championship week. This is the pinnacle of everything that you work for. All the sleepless nights, all the early mornings, all the, I wish I could just take a 5-minute power nap in my office. We've put in a great deal of work, and to have it come to fruition, it's just something special. I want to thank the flock. I want to thank obviously my family for all they have to go through. Our coaches have done a phenomenal job being dialed in. Our football players have just been phenomenal and are everything that I thought they could be leading into the year. We have 19 guys that started with us in training camp, and I don't think there's anybody else that can come close to saying that. And that's a testament to what we do in the offseason. That's a testament to the type of evaluations that we do for guys and how much that we've put into the season. And so, but again, it starts, all the way to the top with our ownership. Our ownership is phenomenal.
Yeah.
They have built something that we can be proud of. Everybody, our front office staff, our game day staff, our trainer, our equipment manager, everybody works so hard to bring this to this community. And so I know everyone in this room absolutely loves what we do. We need to get more flock members. We need to have a game that is, 8,000-10,000 people. This town, the MVP Arena, this team, we deserve it. And I just hope everybody's been reaching out to family, friends, coworkers. Let's get this place packed up. Let's have a truly fun time. But at the end of the day, it's still a business. And so the more people that support, the longer we're going to be here. You know, I have no intentions of going anywhere. So let's just keep doing this every year. But it takes all that support.
I mean, I love everything you said. And the most important thing, for me, as a guy who grew up here and has seen, I was interviewed by the Times Union today about flock support, and like one of the questions they asked, they snuck in. You know how they do it? That's, you hear it all the time. Like they sneak in that question that they really want. Isn't it great? Isn't this great? Hey, why is there only 3,000 to 4,000 people at your games? And I told him, I think part of it is there's a bit of a snake bit feeling to this area because we've had great teams and they've left us. And for a guy like you who grew up in the left coast, you know, you've lived in just Chicago, you've been in major cities to say like Albany's my home right now. I ain't going nowhere. That should be all people need who haven't bought in yet to buy in. You've bought in. When the season in 23 finished, you were in Orlando, Florida, your truck pointed north, and you have lived here since. Like, that means the world to me as a member of this community, and I hope people understand how important that is everywhere else. You could go anywhere you want, and you chose here.
Like I said, I literally got finished and got back to Orlando at probably a little after midnight. I was on the road by 5 a.m. headed back up here, and that's crazy as it was. And again, I didn't know for sure that we were going to be back. I just knew that I was going to do everything in my power to make sure that I could give everything I had to make sure that happened. And just how cool is it? You know, we rebranded. We embraced a great ownership group. Just our flock. The rebrand was so special. It was. You just saw the different thoughts about arena football when we pulled that name back out. And like I said, that was amazing in itself. I didn't realize there were so many Firebirds fans that were in the Capital Region that remembered that name, that were there in '99. That was special in itself. And so when we had talked about that being the name, once we agreed, I've lived that brand every second from that day. And that's that's the thing is I love this brand. I love this name. Firebirds, it means everything to me. We've poured our heart and soul in it, put every drop of effort that we can into it. You know, it's part of us. So yeah, I hope we can get it packed up. I'm here. Like I said, I was, my son just graduated high school and here in this, in the Capital Region. And we're at awards thing last night, and it was just kind of surreal to all this has come to fruition right here in the Capital Region. And I just want to keep doing this again and again and again.
By the way, great moment, and the video's out there. So the game goes final. Coach Ware is ready to go out on the field. The door guy won't open the door. And it's the most angry I've seen Damon Ware. It is because he's very even keel. He controls his anger. Most angry. And then all of a sudden, Sam Castronova and your son are the ones who dumped the Gatorade on you. If any two other people did it, does it get the smile it got?
Maybe not, but it was such a, they caught me off guard because I'm like looking like, all right, the game's over. So I'm like, open the door. I'm like, the game's over, open the door. The game is over, open the door. Like, what are you doing? And then when I looked, I seen it coming. I was like, they got me. They really caught me off guard with that one. So like I said, it was pretty cool. And then, I didn't see what was going on behind. When I got the video, there was a couple different angles of the video, and I see my son with this huge grin on his face, like, it'd be your own kid. Like, you're that happy to throw a bucket of Gatorade on me. But it's all good.
And you know that Castronova was the mastermind of that. And he knew the only way he wouldn't get extra laps or whatever in practice was to bring your son with him.
I will say Sam Castronova's a smart guy.
All right. So you know that I say Tim Capper all the time. He's my personal historian of arena football. He says, quote, winning Saturday would put Coach Ware in arena football rarefied air. Do you care about that yet?
I mean, there's bits and pieces of it that I do. I will say that at some point, you want to be recognized for the things that you do. I don't do it for awards. I don't do it for accolades. I do it for our family, and our family is different every year. It's our coaches, it's our players, it's everybody that embraces it's the flock. So I do it for them. But you know, at times, especially when you're being interviewed and somebody's always telling you this person, you know, oh, they're such a great coach and da 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 da. It's like I beat them like 5 times in a row. Like, so I just want them to sometimes be like, you two are great coaches and what a great game. And it's like, just if you alter the verbiage just a little bit, sometimes I'd be, but I've been fiery a couple times. Actually in Nashville, the guy had asked me, oh my God, you're just this legendary coach. And he kept saying it. And I was finally like, you know what? Maybe you should say I'm legendary because I just keep beating all these guys that you guys keep telling me are legendary. So maybe I should be something too.
Yelling out, Ray.
Kind of rubbed me
Yelling out, Ray. The legend killer. Go ahead, Ray. Ray loves it. Ray. So Coach Ray is, he is your hype man. Like Ray will walk into a room, and if you don't like instantly say, "Hey, what's up, Damon? How are you?" The legend killer's here. He is your
Ray's
personal hype man.
He like I said, we had a little fiery moment with some of the coaches in the game, and he jumped me after the game. He said a couple words, and I love him for that though. He's like, I got your back, and I'm like, you don't need to, but I love it. I love it. Go for it. You know what I mean? So
raise that friend who's got a shovel in his trunk. Like it is like that's Ray. He's got the shovel in the trunk ready to go. Mike, special delivery Mike just wants to know, what did the ref say to you when you went after them in the 2 pass interference holding penalties?
I mean, like I said, there was just a couple things. We had a good ref crew. I don't want to complain much about them. It was the best ref game of the year. Perfectly honest. I'm not even. They did a good job. They did it. That was the best job they've done all damn year. Now, the one that DT was part of, that one, like I said, it's an important down. He's running a route that runs him inside. The guy pushed him while the ball was in the air. And it forces him to go to the left, and the ball was thrown to the right. So I'm telling the official, I'm like, this is the play call. This is where he's supposed to end up. What do you mean that it's not, it's uncatchable? I was like, it would have been catchable if he was allowed to go inside. He was shoved one direction. You're basically saying that shove makes it, uncatchable. I said that doesn't make sense. He's impeded to run his route. So if he went the way he was supposed to go, you have to call that. But shoving him and having him stagger, that doesn't take away the fact that you've impeded the route. And I don't know, that one was, like I said, it was one of those. There was a couple things in the game that were kind of odd. But like I said, I thought for the most part, they let both teams play. They didn't get too involved in it. And again, I appreciate those games. I like when, we don't have a lot to talk about the refs. And I think that's what they want as well, is call the big ones, call the safety ones, and then let the guys play. And so that's playoff football.
I just think it's funny that, like, I happen to know for a fact that Mike has been a ref for a long time, and he's the biggest critic of refs that we have. You would think he'd be like, give him a break, guys. No, he's like, he's zebra on zebra violence as much as possible from special delivery, Mike.
That's part of being the flock. We protect our own, so I love it.
Hell yeah, let's go. I get a compliment on this, but I want to give the compliment to Joe. Rob said this is he's been a fan of arena football for years, but this year all that Jeff and Joe, more Joe Nair, has done has made it more than ever. He loves it. Let's go Firebirds. That's the thing, is like everybody in our office wants you guys to have the best possible time. So like when something gets messed up, and I know, speaking of Mike's tickets got screwed up, so we're gonna fix Mike's tickets. We don't hide from our mistakes. That was a mistake that was made. We're gonna fix it. We're going to do whatever it takes to make it right, Mike, not just because you scare me and you know where I live, but because it's, you are a proud supporter, and it's important. And I judge organizations personally what they do to fix their mistakes, not when everything's perfect. Like, so I, personally, I apologize that you have to deal with anything with your tickets, but there are tickets available. There's great seats available. They're probably Mike's. Sorry, couldn't help myself. It was getting too real. But I know I guarantee the cats want your seats because they don't want you over there.
I'm sure
there's a lot of people excited about this week, but we had Sean Brown on right before you got here, and I know Sean is everybody on this roster right now is one of your guys, but Sean is somebody that even when he hasn't been on the roster, I've walked in your office and I like the voice I hear before you go, hold on one second, is Sean's.
Yeah.
You guys are on the phone.
Yeah.
I got him to talk about Nashville's defense a little bit, and he's like, they're good, but trenches out. Like we're a special team. He wants to run the ball. We gonna run the ball at all? What are we thinking?
I would not say if we weren't as close to the game, but we're going to do whatever it takes to win the football game. We got a great game plan together, and our guys are focused. I love it when we're, I always judge our games by the final work days of the week. Today was in the indication we had a near flawless day of work, and it's, again, as you tone back your reps a little bit and get ready for a big game, it's special when you see, both sides of the ball and special teams clicking, and we're really in a good place. And that's, again, that's, it's all by design. It's for us to play our best football right towards the end of the year, going into the playoffs, check and check. We were able to take a couple bye weeks, which helped us get healthy. Check on that one. Health is a huge thing about, when it comes to winning championships. And so, and then put in the work. And our coaching staff has been, like I said, I'm a walking zombie at this point. I literally am, I just want to take a nap. And I could probably take a nap here at the table if I laid my head down for a while. And so we put in the work. We did all the things that we need to do. And so now Saturday is going to be about these kids. I can't wait to put them in good positions to win. I can't wait to see them succeed. And ultimately, I want to see these kids raise a trophy, especially the ones that were here last year. So all that's coming up to us. Exciting week. I'm glad we don't have a bye week in between, which we have a couple times. I'm glad we're getting right to it. Short week. Nashville played on Sunday, so kind of takes a day away from preparation. But here we are. We're ready. We're at home. I couldn't ask for anything better. So super excited for this weekend, and hopefully you guys are too.
It's like that's the difference between what the two of us do. I do feel like we complement each other pretty well. But you are ready to get on the field. I need like 5 more days to get everything ready to go out around the rest of it. One of the guys who's ready to get on the field is Coach Brandon Cisse. Let's go, Albany family. Let's pack the nest. Come on.
You gotta add that.
You gotta add it.
Absolutely.
By the way, Cisse is up for Assistant Coach of the Year. The awards are gonna be Friday night. I mean, we're really rooting for Cisse. I mean, I can't tell you enough how much he impresses me each and every day. But we did mention this earlier. Somebody is up for Coach of the Year. I'm gonna be honest. Gaz is hosting the award ceremony.
Oh.
I don't know. Billings isn't up for anything. It'll be fine. Sorry, Titus. Sorry, Coach Walker.
Ouch.
Well, we all know how much he loves them. And by the way, allegedly Washington sent him a care package for how much he said about their uniforms.
Wow.
But
guys,
he's a special little guy.
We'll talk Friday.
I'm going to say it right now. If you don't get Coach of the Year, I'm walking out. I'm walking out of the award ceremony. I'm walking out if you don't get Coach of the Year. Nobody deserves it more than the guy who's taken a team 11-0. He's won championships with multiple quarterbacks. He has been underrated for entirely too long. Coach Ware deserves Coach of the Year. Hands down. Hands down.
I appreciate it.
I don't care if we get another award as long as you get Coach of the Year.
I said I don't do it for the awards, but again, there is times where I'm like, how could I have not have got it? But you know what? It's a popularity contest between certain people. It is what it is. But I'll be there Friday for the awards dinner.
You've been accompanied by other people who weren't that popular. I will say that. I've done one of these shows with another dude that a lot of people didn't like, and that kind of doo-doo rolls downhill. And I think a lot of it just got hit, and then somehow people like me because they could talk to me instead of him. You know who you are. Listen, I don't want to pirate this situation. But I mean, honestly, you have been. So year one, we started working together in 21. I'll tell you guys a quick story. I never saw Damon Ware once. I didn't know who Damon Ware was except for on game day, because Damon Ware was with the roster each and every day, working on everything to the point where every position group would meet with Damon Ware. Defense would meet with Damon Ware. So I'd be up in the office trying to do tickets, trying to do sponsorships, trying to just figure out what the hell was going on. I didn't know this dude existed because he was too busy working. So now that our offices are next to each other, I still never see Damon Ware because he's too busy working. So the dude deserves the award more than anybody, and I'll go to war for him any chance I get.
I appreciate it. Certainly.
Hold on, here we go. You hear him?
No,
Did you hear your mini? Coach is glad it's not to see him. Coach is glad. Did you shop at convictforkids.com? Sorry.
You too. Oh my God.
I'm not hugging you after the championship, Ray. I'm not doing it. You're out. What? There you go. All right. Do we have any questions from the flock? Is anybody here got any questions? I see Cam is here. Super fan Cam. He's in the house. He's waiting for you to pick on him. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pick on you. Sammy's here. You see Jim Malone? He's the original defense sign guy. Threw his arm out doing the dirty bird. He was celebrating a touchdown. Threw his arm right out.
We'll get better soon.
He'll be ready. I think he'll break one out for us during the game. All right, looking for questions from the flock. Brandon Cisse, he's laughing at us. Do you want more horns?
I know a lot of people. I mean, it is one of those. A lot of people did not like them, but anything to make it loud and wild for the other team while they're on their offense is always fun.
Did they time it? Did they time it right? Because there was a point where I couldn't unhear the horns. They were just. It felt constant.
Yeah. Now we might need to. Hey, this is what Flock U is for. So let's teach about that. We're going to do horns.
Okay.
When they're on offense is when we're supposed to go berserk. So while they're on offense, we do all that. When we're on offense, we go quiet. And so that's the give and take of it. So you only do it when Nashville's on offense. If you do it that way, we're in great shape. They'll be tough for them to make any calls and adjustments, and we'll have a good time.
All right, so we're live at Apex. Let's teach everyone, Flock. Let's do this. So, all right, I'm going to tell you who's on offense. You're either going to be loud or you're going to be quiet. Ready? The Nashville Cats are on offense. The Albany Firebirds are on offense. See, that's all you got to do. That's perfect. Perfect.
There you go.
The flock. There
we go.
There it is.
Well, we have Flock U.
There's a place that's the horns were constant. You're right. Tim Capper wants to know who's calling the game for Vice. That would be Andrew Santillo and Tom Gazlowski. That would be the ones on the call for Vice. So,
good stuff.
I'm gonna for God's ego, I'll be like, hey, there was a vote of confidence for you live at Apex. All right, if we have any more questions here, let's go ahead and get some. Okay. Are the awards going to be live streamed? I will get that answer for you. I honestly don't know yet. So just so you guys know, a lot of this stuff happens at a league level, but we also do help the league a lot. But there's some very key people. I'll even say her name. Christy McEwen is landing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have cleared my schedule to pick her up and get her where she needs to be. She's the one she's going to have more answers than anybody. So I'll make sure that Ben Nelson, our media guy extraordinaire, I'll make sure that he posts on all of our social media, whatever, if it is how you can see it. By the way, his brother has way more followers. Way more followers. His brother we're gonna actually start having his brother take some of our best players fishing so that we can get some of those followers. We're gonna call it Fishing for Followers with the Firebirds. It's gonna be a great segment.
Sounds like
you fish, right?
Of
you
course.
fish? Of course. By the way, I saw your motorcycle today.
Oh, you did? How dusty is it?
It's not good.
It's
you got to go see your girl.
Last time I saw it, I was like, oh. But
it's anyway, almost time. It's almost time to get.
I gotta pull it out. Maybe for the championship game. Maybe I should ride it in.
Hold on.
Maybe I should ride it in for game.
What if the Flames come in on motorcycles? They come off the side, then all of a sudden,
I have to go charge it. That's the thing. I have to.
We
gotta
can
go in there
figure
one
that part
day.
out.
But we
See,
are
this is
going
how
to
you know
Rivers.
he's all about preparation. He's all about preparation.
Gotta clean the bike up, charge the battery. Have it Saturday. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't hate this plan at all. Nick, Coach is coming in on his motorcycle.
Maybe.
He's writing it in the script already. He really is. Nick Bernard, everybody.
This is peer pressure. That could be fun.
Just don't pull a Gooch. Coach Gooch, who flipped out of his sneaker. The worst part is I saw that guy do 6 backflips backstage. They were flawless. Like there was no gravity. The second he got on the turf, shoe goes flying, everything's wrong.
The lights get bright.
That's happening. Oh, Coach will not be driving the motorcycle. Not anywhere. You have no time, and I'm not cleaning it.
All right, there's your answer.
Nick, he's not driving the motorcycle. It's already off. It's in or it's in the script. Nani, he has to do it. We don't know it's in the script. I mean, what do you want us to delete? All right, any more questions from the flock? Jim. So in watching your game film over the last 6 weeks, have you seen a lot of change in what Nashville is putting out on the field?
No. I think a lot of the older AFL guys, and I know they probably hate that I'm going to say this, but all of the older guys that I know in this game all have a very similar thought process of the game. And I talk with a lot of them, and we talk offensive, defensive football, and they all talk almost identical what they do. And so I think there is a
identity,
kind of an identity for some of the older guys to do things a certain way. I'm the different. I'm the innovator. I'm the guy that wants to be diverse. And so I haven't seen a ton of change. Obviously, they've got some new wrinkles in that we definitely have had to prepare for. They've added some wrinkles for sure, but I think the base part of their offense is pretty similar. The base part of their defense is pretty similar. And so they've got a lot of really good athletes. Like I said, they're coached well. They prepare well. It's going to be a good football game. We
for the first half.
we changed quite a bit. So, like I said, preparing for us week to week is we do a lot of stuff different every single week. So I think they'll have their work cut out trying to figure out what changes that we might put in. But in a championship game, I expect them to have new wrinkles. They expect me to have wrinkles. So a game like this usually comes down to adjustments. And so we'll figure out what they do early in the game. They'll figure out what we do. And then whoever makes the best adjustments should win the game. It's pretty simple.
I like it. Cool. Well, all right. Any more questions? What do you got? Any plans for a celebration that we can share with you yet? I know. All right. However the game ends, I have to call Captain Anthony of the Dutch Apple Cruise Line and let him know whether or not we'll be buzzing the Corning Preserve Monday night at about 6:00. Can you storm the field? Not the corner where the rope has got it blocked off. The rest of it, I'm not gonna. I'll let security know that don't clothesline you. Yeah, there'll be a corner blocked off for the trophy ceremony and all that stuff. Aside from that, we're gonna I'll talk to. Just be respectful because security does. They do a great job. But we'll as soon as possible, we'll let you on the field. How's that? What's that? It'll be blocked off from the door that our guys get on the field to the Zamboni tunnel. Good? Everybody? There you go. But I want to be clear. I want to be clear. I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious. That'll be regardless of who wins. Well, but we gonna win. You gonna win. I ain't doing any work. I'm gonna be drunk by then. Cats are gonna get beat by the birds, the big birds. Raptors. Birds of prey. There you go. Sam, show them. All right. Any more questions? Anything? What do you got? No, I don't want to know what you have. What's that? Oh, is it we will flock you? Is that what you want? So Mike would like everybody to chant we will flock you like during the game. So I'm not going to do it justice right now because there's kids here and I feel like it could be misconstrued. But during the game, if you look over in the end zone close to South Pearl Street and you see Mike up going crazy, join in. He deserves it. He buys me a lot of beer. All right. Any more questions? Ray says hi to Nani.
Ray. Oh, you don't want me to put that on there, do you? I will say this, and I said this earlier, and we had a good laugh. If I was having a heart attack, God forbid, and my choice was to get in the car with him or grab my phone and try to Uber, I'm Uber. I'm gas for rare, but I'm Ubering.
So Coach Ray is a little adventurous behind the wheel.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of us are a little older. You ever see Mr. Magoo? Now you have. All right. Anybody else? We good? You got to have something demeaning. Nothing? All right. Earlier we were having sound issues, and this one comments at me, maybe Guildwood's AV Club should help you with the audio. It was a good insult. It was a good insult. It was good. I liked it. All right, everybody. That is. I'm sorry. Even now, your wife's getting on the driving. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. There's some the guys that got some stuff going on. Seriously, we're gonna do at least one more of these. We're gonna do a post championship game, Flock University. Weather permitting, it'll be at Cagino's next week. It would have been there this week, but Apex stepped in because they have air conditioning and they're awesome. So we'll do that. But aside from that, I love Apex. You have a blast here. But you guys have been amazing. Thank you for everything you've done for the team. Thank you for being the best possible class for Professor Ware. Give it up for the Flock, everybody. Little love for Apex. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Only because I know this is going to get me in trouble later. 2.0. Mike Corder's daughter graduated today, everybody. South Colony can still get some smart people out. She's probably the only one left. That's all right. He is the professor. He's the general manager. He's the head coach of your undefeated Albany Firebirds, Damon Ware.
Let's go.
My name is Jeff Levack. That's a lot more booze this week. That's because you were late. They had a lot more me than they wanted. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We cannot finish this show without two simple words. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you.